I always say to clients, there is no sitting in the middle of the fence. That's what makes you sound like a robot. And bonus tip here, when you're using AI to help you create content, prompting it how to sound will result in outputs that are way more like what you'd write yourself. Welcome to the Master Your Business podcast, where we bring you the best in branding, marketing, and customer experience strategies. I'm Deirdre Martin, your host. And if you've been asking yourself how to level up your growing business, your marketing, your customer experience, or how to make more of an impact with your brand, this show is for you. You'll discover actionable tips and insights to help businesses just like yours gain clarity and illuminate the path to success. Train with industry experts, learn sales and marketing strategies, business and mindset hacks, and be inspired by authentic entrepreneurship stories. As your host, I'll share the no-nonsense advice that accelerated my journey from boring bank manager to industry thought leader in marketing and customer experience. Learn how I made the leap into the world of six-figure success, digital courses, keynote speaking, and co-authoring a #1 bestseller in just 1 year. Together with interviews from industry experts, this show ensures you're seen, heard, and hired by your ideal clients. Join our growing community of subscribers and let the Master Your Business podcast empower you to tackle your most significant challenges on your path to business success. Don't miss out. It's your turn to learn from the best and master your dream business. Hey there, I'm Deirdre Martin, your host, and welcome back to the Master Your Business podcast. This is where we chat all things growth, from the nitty-gritty operational stuff to the big picture mindset shifts that really matter. Before we jump in, can you do me a huge favor, please? If you love the show, be sure to subscribe, leave a rating, and even pop in a quick review. It makes a world of difference. Today, we're diving into the world of brand tone of voice. Yes, it might sound fluffy, but hear me out. This is one of those super important bits of brand magic that helps you stand out and really connect with your dream clients. Like, did you ever wonder why some brands feel like a best friend while others, well, don't? It's all about the tone of voice, folks. Okay, let's break this down. What exactly is brand tone of voice? Right, picture this. You get 2 emails in your inbox. One sounds formal and corporate, all "dear valued customer" and "heretofore." The other, it's chatty and maybe even throws in a joke, like, "Hey there, we've got something amazing for you." Which one makes you smile? Which one stands out? That's the power of tone of voice. It's your business's personality, how you come across in every word you write or say. It's not what you say, but how you say it. It's how you sound in your marketing, on your website, email, social media, everywhere your brand shows up. It's even the emojis you use, because the emojis have a personality and a tone too. Your brand's voice literally shapes how people feel about your business. Why does this matter? Well, here's a few reasons. First, connection. You know that warm feeling when you talk to a good friend. A strong brand voice has that same effect. It attracts like-minded customers. Clarity is another reason. If you've ever had to read anything 3 times to understand it, I know I have. A clear brand voice helps prevent confusion, and it can get your point across really quickly. And the third reason is standing out. We are bombarded by marketing messages and all sorts of forms of communication, let's be real, all day long, every single day. And a unique voice cuts through the noise and makes you memorable. Just think about how Red Bull can give you wings and help you fly. So maybe you're thinking, okay, does my brand already have a voice? And the answer is, it probably does. And if you're the one creating all your marketing materials, having all your sales calls, and engaging with every single client, then you never really need to define your tone of voice. But if you're mastering your business and you're planning to scale and grow your team, well, consider this. The folks at the Nielsen Norman Group, who are experts in web usability, they say for defining your tone of voice, there are 4 main areas to look at. Is your tone of voice, is your brand personality funny or serious? Like, are you playful or are you more buttoned up? Are you formal or casual? Think suits versus comfy jeans or tracky bottoms. Are you respectful versus irreverent? Would you say, hey, sir, or hey there, friend? Is your brand personality more enthusiastic versus matter of fact? Like, would you use lots of exclamation points or get straight to the point? And it's basically trying to identify where does your brand fall on these scales. And I always say to clients, because this is an exercise I spend a lot of time with clients on when we're working through their brand story and their messaging. I always say to clients, there is no sitting in the middle of the fence. That's what makes you sound like a robot. And bonus tip here, when you're using AI to help you create content, prompting it how to sound will result in outputs that are way more like what you'd write yourself. And another quick tip I picked up from Anne Handley, who is a fantastic copywriter, is to imagine your brand as a person at a party. Like, how did they chat? That's a really great starting point. Now, I know you're probably wondering, but Deirdre, how do you make this practical? I hear you. Here's a few things that I recommend that you try. Firstly, it's about listening to your customers. What language do your ideal customers use? How do they chat online? And then try to mirror that without it coming off as forced, of course, but it's really trying to speak using the same language that they use. And when you do that, it avoids jargon and using words and things that they'll never understand. That's what will cause them to have to read it like 3 times. The second thing to try is to get really specific. So create a list of adjectives to describe your voice. Now, if it's been a while since you were studying English in school, adjectives are the friendly, authoritative, quirky. They're describing words. Use those words to help get more specific. And the more specific you are, the easier it becomes for you to be consistent and unique. And then the third thing to try is to document those words and all of the words that you use by building a word list and then keeping that handy for every time you create anything in your business. It doesn't matter what it is. And another really brilliant copywriter, Ray Edwards, he recommends even creating a bad word list. Words specifically you'd never want associated with your brand. I think that's a really great idea. I do a similar exercise with clients, and honestly, every time I do that part with a client, it's the hardest part because you know what you'll always say, and often you don't know what you won't say. You know, like part of my tone of voice when I'm working through with clients, I ask, are swear words acceptable? You know? And that's not what I mean about a bad word list. I mean like words you would never use because maybe they're too formal, or maybe they're too serious, or maybe they're too casual. It's the opposite, right? So it's about creating a list like that. See, tone of voice, it's not so scary. In fact, it's quite fun. And with a little thought, it infuses your entire business with personality. And it can absolutely be a differentiator for your brand too. I've even started using more swear language in mine. I don't know if I'm brave enough to do it here on the podcast yet, but because I kind of feel like, it's hard to get into the flow of doing that, I think. But yes, folks, I do curse and swear sometimes like a drunken sailor, I'll have you know. But my point is, the longer you're in business, the more confident you become in your tone of voice. So recently, what I've been saying is, my thing is that I help people stop shitty marketing. Because you know what? That's what my clients are saying. That's what I used to say before I figured out how to stop shitty marketing. So there you go. Being consistent in your tone of voice across all your platforms and in all your communication is how you grow a truly loyal audience, and how you don't come across as kind of split personality disorder too, let's be fair. So, what do you think? Did you love this episode? Let me know by dropping a rating and a review. It helps others find the show too. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode in the future. Now, get out there, find your brand's voice, and until next time, keep mastering your business.